Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? This is Calvin Butler with the Six Figures Booking Freight from Home show and the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, who is also the sponsors and the managers. We also manage the National Dispatchers Network, the largest network of independent dispatchers, freight brokers, and freight forwarders in the industry. More than 3,287 of us strong right now. So we are growing and growing fast. But today is the Booking Freight from Home show. Why? Because it's Saturday and it's 10:15. Actually, it's 10:25. We're running a little bit late. I actually thought the day was Friday. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm getting my days mixed up because I'm just working so much. I'm just running everything back to back to back to back. I don't even know what day it is. But that happens sometimes, when you get caught up in stuff and so many new exciting things start happening. You just can't help yourself but to just get all tied up in it, and you kind of lose track. Let me pull up some other websites real quick, and I'm gonna get you all started up and going. And what I want you all to do, I want everyone to go to this web page right here. Let me pull it up here, and I'm gonna start sharing my screen here in a second so y'all can see everything that I got going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and send this out to everyone who's online right now with us. There we go. Everybody go to that web page right there. Did y'all see it there? It is the RBBS LLC.org. Okay. I might need to put it on a link. I don't know why I didn't pull up it on a link, but I might need to put it on a link.
Yeah, I see it. It's on a link.
Okay, y'all got it? Good. Yes. Good. All right, let's do our roll call. All right, roll call today. Let's do our roll call. What we got here today? Today we have, welcome to the house, James and Cynthia Miller over at J&C Logistics, okay, LLC. Thank y'all for joining us. We have Coretta in the house. Thank you for joining us today, Coretta. Good to see you again. Coretta, I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm bad with names. And we have Sean J, whose name is really not Sean J. Sometimes you got to be incognito like that, right? I understand. All right. We have Ralph Burton. I hope that's Ralph Burton. You got it backwards there, Burton Ralph, but I hope it's Ralph Burton. Sounds good to me. All right, good. We have Wyatt Robinson. Any kind of Wyatt Earp? No family relations? Down the line or something like that? Somebody must be a cowboy in your family. Shoot them up. And we have Kimberly in the house right now. And we got some more who are joining in as we speak. So, all right. Today, I want everybody that put on their Making Money hat. I want everybody to put on their Expanding My Business hat and Growing Your Firm. Okay? Today's Six Figures Booking Freight from Home show is going to center around getting as many of you involved in it's not a new venture. Well, it is a new venture for us, but it's something that I've been working on for the past 2 years. I've been working on it for over 2 years now. I think I got the right people together behind the scenes to help us to pull it off completely and the way we need to pull it off professionally, and pull it off the way that it enhances the industry and is going to enhance everyone who is involved. I mean, it's hard to make everybody happy, okay? But I think we found a way that we can actually accomplish that, okay? And the way that we are going to accomplish that is this. If we are over, let me go ahead and start sharing my screen real quick with you all. Make sure everybody can see my screen. There we go. Now, what you all are looking at right here, and can everybody see my screen? First of all, let's make sure we got that right.
Yes. Yeah, we see it.
Everybody see my screen. All right. For those of you who can't see my screen, if you're on the phone, I want y'all to go to the RBBSLLC.org. That is TheRBBSLLC.org. For those of you who are military, and you're stuck in your ways, I want y'all to go to Tango, Hotel, Echo, Romeo, Bravo, Sierra, Lima, Charlie, Oscar, Romeo, go.
Go ahead.
Man, I can't get that out of my head. I mean, you know us old military guys. I can't get that out of my head, man. Especially us grunts, the infantry. We can't,
Infantry.
Yeah, 10th Mountain Division. Ooh. All y'all on top of the mountain to you. 10th Mountain, 2nd Brigade. Ready reactionary. Force. I'm part of I think we were part of the 18th. Yeah, the 18th Airborne Corps. Y'all know about that, jumping out them planes, 20,000 feet. Halo. All right. But my good days and bad days. But yeah, my old military guy. But anyway, today is all about showing you all how to be a part of something that's gonna help those of you who are interested in building your firms and starting your actual firm. Now, this is not something that's just for those individuals who are just wanting to come into this and be a freight broker agent or be a dispatch agent, or just if you just want to just book freight just from just you and you don't really want to grow your firm. I can't imagine anybody coming into this industry and not wanting to grow their firm, because the goal is not to just come in and make 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000 a year. You want to make $1 million a year. That's what I want to do. That's why I do this every Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night. Because I want a mission. Okay, my mission is to create as many millionaires as possible, including myself. Okay, the old saying. Well, it's not an old saying. It's the saying of those who follow the giveaway things. You want to, on your way to becoming a billionaire, you want to create a bunch of millionaires. Does that make sense to y'all?
Yes.
All right. I'm just letting y'all know that's my goal. I want to reach that B status, but I want to create a lot of M statuses on my way there. Okay. So here's what we're doing. This is our corporate website. This is our corporate website. Okay, our regular website is this over here with the National Dispatchers Network. This is our back office website for our members of the National Dispatchers Network. This is where all of our students go to log in and access their back on website. This is where all our students go to access everything that they need to get access to all their tools and all their resources and everything. Oh, by the way, we got a congratulations going on here. Somebody just signed up their first set of carriers. Who was that? Anybody know who that was? We had someone here. Let me go and find out who it was. Someone in the group, because I noticed it on the chat group, and he just signed up his first set of carriers. And he's on his way to booking some freight and making some money.
Was it Richard?
And who was that?
Was it Richard?
I think it was Richard. Okay. Is Richard not here today? Richard busy trying to make that money now. Richard said, "You don't put me on." Was it Richard? It might have been. Yeah, it was Richard. That's him. It's Richard. It's Richard Collins. Richard Collins. As y'all can see here, Richard Collins says, "Sent over my very first dispatch agreement. Thank you, Jesus, for the first win." All right, but that won't be your last win, Richard. I promise you that won't be your last win. You keep following the steps the way you're supposed to be following the steps. You'll sign up more carriers, and you sign up more carriers, you can book more freight. If you book more freight, you can make more money. It's just that simple. All right, so keep following the system, Richard, and you'll keep winning. So let's make sure you keep doing that. Congratulations. Like your boy said, we were just talking about Matthew McConaughey. All right. All right. So quick announcements, real quick. I want everybody to make sure I need everybody to make sure you are switching over to our new dispatch directory, our new freight brokers and dispatch directory, the national network, the National Dispatchers Network directory. Because remember, this old directory is going to be deleted here in the next, by Tuesday. So we're coming up on your, your deadline. Before it was not a deadline. We're just coming up on our scheduled time to delete all of this. Okay. So, not all of this, all of this. So the part with the National Dispatchers Network directory that you all see here, all of this will be deleted. And none of these extensions will work. We're in the process of deleting them now. We got over 3,000 of them. We got over, not 3,000, we got over 2,800 of them that we got to get out the system. We have removed about 700 of them, and we're working on them every day to get them all deleted. So we have to delete them one by one. This is from 3 years, 2.5 years of bringing people on and giving them their extensions and getting them trained and stuff. So we've done very well over the last 2.5 years. We've done extremely well. July the 20th was our anniversary. So so we celebrated our anniversary on the 20th of this month. But all of these are going to be deleted, and none of these extensions will no longer work. Now, what I want y'all to do is, I need all of you all to go to the Who Are We page on your back office website. When you get to your Who Are We page, I want y'all to scroll down until you get to this section right here. Okay, where it tells you about, dispatch agreement, our national dispatchers network is built by owner-operators, for owner-operators. Then skip on down here where it says, so contact one of the network independent dispatch firms today. And click that little right there where it says dispatchers network. You're going to click that, and it's going to take you all over to your new, dispatchers, National Dispatchers Network directory. Now, this is not just a directory. This is not just a directory. It is actually your own mini social media site. Okay, it operates much like most social media pages. You've got where you can set up, where you can join, and you can create your blogs. You got a members area where you can go over here, you can click on and view all the members. And when you click on that, you'll see all the members here. Most of you all need to go back here and add your pictures and stuff. I don't know why y'all are not.
I can't add it. I tried it. I can't add it.
You can't add them?
No.
Why not?
Because when you're supposed to click on to add the profile picture, you can't click it. You can't do it.
What is it saying? It's not telling you anything?
No, it don't do anything.
Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here, because you're supposed to be able to go in here and edit your profile.
Yeah, Cal, it's hit the upload button below, but there's no upload button below to actually add it.
Right.
All right. Let's go back and show y'all mine and see how this thing works. Let's see how this thing works. All right. Main, edit profile. All right. You're supposed to have a box right here. All right. And here's what I need y'all to do. You're supposed to go to, hold on. Let's get back out of it. Let's go back to where it says directory. All right. Let's go to, all right, where it says, all right, when you are on this page right here, when you go to your directory page, if you click on directory, it's supposed to pull up this page right here, right? After you log in, right? And on the very first page, when you go to your directory, you're going to see this page right here. Over here to the left, you should see whatever your name you decide to put up there, sign out, and it should something says manage, website, which that's me because I own this website. But you're going to see something that says that you all have an inbox, which I got a message there, and it says edit profile.
Right.
And it says invite, where you can invite, other people to, join your whatever this and that. So if you click where it says edit profile, it's supposed to take you here.
Right.
All right. When you get here, now remember, this is like a little edit area where you go to edit your profile and all that type of stuff. You just come over here where it says profile image.
Right.
It's either going to have a remove image or update image or add image or something like that.
It don't have
that.
No.
You can't just click on this right here and it just updates your image?
No.
Yeah.
I was intending to email you the other day, and I totally forgot. I was
okay.
Message.
All right. So I'm wondering why everybody's not updating. I have to go in and check this stuff and see. I have to go and check my settings and see what's going on with it. Because you're supposed to be able to click on this and update your image. Because here's how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to just click on that right there. All right.
There you go. That's what we do.
All right. See where it says remove the image.
Okay. All right. You can't click it though.
Yeah. I see that. Edit account, change password, name about me. Oh, I know what you got to do. I'm sorry. Below. All right, I see what it is. All right, I see what it is. All right. What you all have to do is this. In order to put in your image, you got to go over. There's a little thing over here that says, y'all see that right there? Get a Hotmail source. All right. What you got to do is you got to click that. And then it's going to ask you, when you put your image in, it's going to ask you for your image URL. So in order, for those of you that don't know how to get your image URL, what you do is you go to your files. Okay? I'll show you how to do that. Go to your file, this little training thing here. Okay, so let's go to our file system. Let's go to our files. Yeah, the photos, pictures, files, whatever. Let's go to files. All right, you're gonna find an image. Let's say like this one right here, right? And you're gonna right-click the image. Right.
But Kevin, isn't that for the section about me on? That's the own section there.
I'm sorry?
What you're doing now, that's for the section about me. It's gonna, whatever you do is gonna put the next section.
Yeah, but there's something that's in there that shows you how to put that in, because I have to do it when I have more time, because this is gonna take us down a road that I don't want to go right now, because this will take a whole show. I mean, seriously, this will take a whole show to show y'all how to upload different images and things like this, and how to pull up your source codes and things like that. But we'll get into this another time. Just let me finish doing this, and then we'll get into this another time, because if I get into this right now, we'll be doing this all day long. Okay. All right, let's get back.
Well, we got a register for that. Yeah. Because I was able to find it.
All right. Let's go ahead and continue. We need to hold down the side conversations. If you're gonna have a conversation, kind of send messages to each other or something. But remember, this is a broadcast show. All right. So, all right. Yeah. But anyway, do it. Which I'll do a spot training video and show y'all. I'm sorry? Yeah, there we go. I'll do a spot training video to explain to y'all how to go and upload your profile, the image. Because you're supposed to be able to go in and click the edit profile, and then the pop-up, you're supposed to be able to add your images. Because that's what I did. It didn't take me any time to do it. I might have my settings set wrong, but I'll go back and get them all set right. Okay. I'll go back and get them all set right. Okay, somebody's mic is, hey, we got, whoever this is, somebody's mic is open, okay? And this is a broadcast show, all right? So if you're gonna have a side conversation, mute your mic, call them up, and convo, okay? All right, thank you. All right, let's get back on track. All right, we're getting back on track. All right. As I was mentioning before, make sure you all go and get this set up, because you are able to able to get in here and you're able to create blogs, and you'll be able to share those blogs. You'll also be able to get in here and go to your site where you can actually add friends. You can send your invites and stuff like that. You can add friends and friends list and things like that. You can send messages back and forth, as you can see here. You get your inbox messaging, and here's someone there sent me something that said, "Hello, I'm trying to finish up my profile, so I need to check my messages and figure out how to help you all finish up your profile." All right, so but this is a great little site, and it's a lot better than just having just a just your names and your information posted on another site, because this gives you all your own type of social networking site where you can share with other social media sites, and you can actually brand yourself, because you can create blogs, you can upload your own videos onto your blogs and things like that, and different content and stuff you want to share about your company, what you're offering. If you want to offer advice on some things, you can do that, and you can share it on Facebook, you can share it on LinkedIn, you can share it all over social media. Okay, and it's going to promote your own company. You're basically going to use this as a branding site to brand and do your marketing and promote your own company. Now, but that's that. All right. So let's get out of this and get back to where we were. All right. For the last year and a half, about the last 2 years, I've been trying to put together what we call career seminars, career placement, career fairs. Okay, that's what I'm trying to put together. And the reason, when I first came into this almost 3 years ago, and I created the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, I did this because when I came into the brokering industry, I noticed that there were freight broker courses and classes and seminars and all over the place, and they were out and they were charging these incredible fees, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 to attend their freight broker school, where you would go for, and the school was really on about 2 or 3 days. You go for 3 or 4 days or whatever the case may be. You had to pay for your own transportation down to the location. You had to pay for your own meals and your hotel accommodations once you got there, and on top of paying, the $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 to $5,000 for this 2-day class or 3-day class. And there are some people out there who you pay them, $1,600, $1,700, and they come to you for a day, and they have 3 hours of, freight broker training, and they give you a certificate that you hold on and say, "Hey, I did it. I got my freight broker certification." But we all know there's no such thing as freight broker certification. But they say, "Hey, I did it. I got my freight broker's license." But we all know there's no such thing as a freight broker license, don't we? We all know that, right?
Right.
Because what you need to become a freight broker is what? Money. Right?
Right.
Okay, so if we all know that, why do we spend all this money to have someone come down for a day to show us stuff that we can actually get online for free? The frustration. All right. I'm not trying to knock anybody's hustle. That's not what I'm doing. Okay. If that's your hustle, great. I'm not saying you're not giving valuable information. What I'm saying is, when I came into this industry, I needed someone to put me on, like literally put me on, put me in the game, coach. That's what I needed. I needed someone to put me in the game. I couldn't find that because I actually myself, paid some money just to see what these freight broker training courses were like. Now, I didn't do that right away. I did that after I got a bunch of money in my pocket, a bunch of money that was backing me, because I knew enough from other business ventures, and having ran my own business, having ran a tax firm, having been a mortgage broker, having been a partner in a mortgage brokerage firm, having, ran my own businesses and getting the finances to purchase my truck and have my low payments and run my truck like a business and things of that nature. So I knew enough that when you go into business, you need money. You need clout. You need references. You need people whose shoulders you can stand on until you can stand on your own. I knew enough to understand that, and I understood that. So the first thing I did was I created my business on paper. I created the persona, the business on paper, and I created my websites, and I wrote my business plan and mapped it all out from A to Z on how I would do my branding, what my business would look like, what the feel of my business would be, what type of classes would we have. We wouldn't be the structured point business didn't be Brooks Brothers in a suit. We would be the good old boy black redneck that just comes on and just talks like Boris Gump and talking out of his off the side of his neck. But all of that has a purpose to give you instructions and to entertain you at the same time. So I wrapped all that up and I packaged it up and made it look good and shiny and new, and I went out and found someone to do what? Give me money to make this happen. I understood that that's what you needed to do in order to get into this game, coach, and be effective and be productive right away. All right. All right. So I knew enough to go out and search for investors and pitch myself, sell them on me, sell them on my story. Started out, I was a very successful mortgage broker, made some mistakes, wound up in prison, got out of prison, decided to do it right, started from the ground up, homeless, created 148 videos, diaries of a homeless entrepreneur that chronicled the day I dropped at the homeless shelter to the day I, started my first business, to the day I got my first condo, to the day I, all that stuff. It was a package. That's called branding. That's called creating a brand. And when you create the right brand, you can take that brand, you can take it and say, hey, check this out. Now, I'm at this level right here. I want to go here, but I need your help. And if you help me, you're going to share in the success. Does everybody follow me so far? Okay?
Yes, sir.
So we went out, we pitched it. I pitched it to every, look, finding money is easy. If any of you have ever think about, seeking investors and things like that, that's the easy part. Why? Because there's a whole bunch of people out there that got money, and they're looking for a way to do what? Make more money. So finding money ain't hard. That wasn't the hard part. The hard part was creating the brand. That's actually what's the hard part. Okay? Because I had to go through being homeless, I had to go through building that brand. No, justifying that one, yes. You see what I'm saying? So the hard part is not finding money. Is all around you. It's all around you. You can go to banks, you can go to law firms, you can go to sports management companies, you go to the doctor's office, you go to the lawyer's office. Money is all around you. You can go to your local grocery store and your mom and pop store. A lot of y'all say go to the Arab store. People, they got money. Trust me on that. And they want to make more money. But you got to bring to them the right product, and it must be branded right. And you must be able to sell them on you. So I went out and I started talking to everybody I can think of who had money. I went to banks, SunTrust, Banks of America, all my local banks, talked to the bank manager, got in touch with the bank president, talked to the bank president, went to doctor's offices and the hospital and spoke to the chief surgeon, spoke to the administrator, spoke to this and that. I went to, sports management firms and talked to them, and everybody can think of. I finally caught the ear of a law firm and a sports management firm, and they invested to the tune of $266,000. But they liked me. They liked what I had to offer. They liked my story. They liked they bought into the brand. And this would allowed us to come in and create our brokerage firm at the level that we created it. Now, in doing that, we were also looking to train our own people, because we were bringing on people fast, so we were doing something that no one else had done. If you all watch our first videos back on the day one, when we created all this and I moved into that storage unit, even though I had that kind of money backing me and that kind of money in the bank, I didn't go out and just get $1,000 a month office space and start doing all that stuff right away. No, I went and moved into a storage unit because you got to sacrifice for your business. You got to be able to put all your time and effort into it, and the more money you save, the more money you make. All right. So I cut down on my expenses, down to the bare minimum, moved out of my townhome. No, moved into a storage unit. $270 a month, utilities included, internet's included. It's got, heated and cool. It's got a storage space where I can, park my Range Rover in, and I can work there in the storage unit. I bought me a little blow-up bed and stuff, this and that, and bought me a microwave and a little refrigerator. Y'all remember those days when y'all saw me in there and I was, 24-hour dispatch service. Okay, so in doing that, and then we were bringing on our people, we needed to train our people, we sought to go out and get some professional trainers. But the professional trainer that we hired, quote unquote, his training methods and his platform, it just seemed elementary. It seemed too childish. It seemed just not enough of what we was looking for. And we ran with that for a while because I wasn't a trainer and this person was a so-called professional trainer. And after the first 2 weeks, I realized that this wasn't going to work out. So I did what? I told my partners I'm going to create a training program. I'm going to create a training program for us to train our own people. And that's what I did. We went out, created a better training program. In creating that training program, we also wanted to find out what other trainers were doing. So guess what? We started to invest a little bit of that $266,000. We bought 5 freight broker training programs. Some of the best y'all have out there. We actually paid for and put money in Scott Wood's pocket to order his training program. His online training program. We paid for that. We paid for a few others that we paid for. Very well known names. We paid for it, and we went through that training program and took a look at what they were offering. Okay, and from that we decided we were going to create a bigger and better program that offers a lot more So, and this is how we came up with what we have now that offers all the tools and resources and everything that you see. But also, there's another huge part of the industry that's still out there, where people actually go and they take these career placement or these career seminars, and they go out and they pay $5,000 or $4,000 or $7, $8, $9, $10 to attend a freight broker training school. They go away and they attend their school, or they attend their events, and they go there in hopes of gaining the skills and the knowledge and the resources and things that they need to be able to land a job with a freight brokerage firm or a logistics firm. And they're paying tons of money for it, and they're doing it with with 0 guarantees. Because somebody figure out got something going on here. I don't know who it is, but we'll figure it out in a second. And they do it with 0 guarantees. So they pay all this money, they go and take these courses, and then at the end of it, they give them a certificate, and they tell them you can take this certificate, and because you have this certificate, you can go and get a job with a freight brokerage firm. Right? Some of you know this because you've done this, right?
Right.
Okay. But here's the thing. You don't need that certificate to go get a job with most freight brokerage firms. If you walk in off the street, homeless, and say, hey, I want to be a freight broker, they'll say, well, come on in, we'll start you off as a freight broker agent. Why would they do this? They do this because you're not going to be booking freight. You're not going to be dealing directly with shippers like they do because, first of all, you don't have a bond. And if you do have a bond, you don't have enough seasons on your bond, so no shipper's going to work with you. Right? Exactly. So they're going to have you doing all the stuff that they don't want to do. Pulling registrations, running DOT numbers, checking background, checking credit reports. You know, all the little stuff, checking references, verifying that the information you put down that says that you did something, verifying that all that stuff is true. And they're gonna pay you what, $20,000 to $25,000. I mean, come on, man. Walmart pays more than that. McDonald's now is paying what, $14, $15 an hour, I think, minimum wage now. So, you know, you go work at McDonald's, you know, drop some fries and make more than that, right? So that's not the way to go. So we looked at that and we said, okay, they have these big elaborate freight broker training schools, but they're not really doing much of anything. They're not they're not giving you any type of promises. I mean, there's no guarantees. So I started thinking, what if I could come up with and create a career placement, a guaranteed career placement job fair and career placement event, where you would guarantee a position with a brokerage firm or a dispatch firm or logistics firm, and you would not be doing, you know, the little mediocre work. You'll actually be booking freight and making big money. Then that would be something, right? Right? Right. That would be something that's worth paying $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 grand to attend, and because at the end of it, you will actually be working as a freight broker. You will actually be working in the field of booking freight. You'll actually be dealing with shippers, actually be dealing with carriers, you'll actually be doing the work and making the money. Now, what if you can actually do this and you didn't actually have to like be in the same city of the firm that hires you? They will allow you to work remotely. Think about that. They would allow you to work remotely, and you will be paid like what? Like a partner, instead of paid like what? Employee. Right? Right. All right. That brings us to where we are. I hate it. I apologize for the long-windedness of it, but today's show is dedicated to showing you all this. Okay? This one brings us to the RBBS LLC Freight Brokers Training Certification Job Fair and Career Placement Event. It's actually a guaranteed career placement event. Okay? And we are going to be holding these, 4 of them, starting off here in Florida, but we have plans to expand to all the other states. But for this first year, it's going to be here in Florida, okay? And this is going, and we're bringing this to you all now because we're going to kick this off at the first of the year, okay? Right after the Christmas and New Year's holidays, this is going to be kicked off. We're going to actively start taking, we're actually going to start taking tuitions and placing them into an escrow account starting in November. So we'll put it out, and we'll actually be taking people who want to pay their tuition, and we'll be accepting government funding and all that type of stuff starting this November. Okay, because each class that we put on, each event that we put on, must have a minimum of 45 students. Now, that's going to become relevant to you all here in just a moment, and just bear with me. But what are these events? Freight broker training and certification. Now, we all know that there's no such thing as certification. That word is put in there because that's what everybody recognizes. Okay, but there is no such thing as freight broker certification. So I'm just letting you all know that. Okay, but that's in there because everybody recognizes that. Okay, that's the draw, as we say in marketing and branding. You put something in that's recognizable to the masses, and you use that as your draw. Freight broker training and certification, career fair, guaranteed career placement. Now, here's what we're looking for. We're going to be looking for five freight broker trainers, or dispatch trainers, or logistics trainers, or logistics entrepreneurs. A combination of 5 people. What we're looking for each group, for each state or each group, when this first group is here in Florida, and we're only going to be doing Florida this coming up this first year. After we see how that goes for about 6 to 8 months, then we will look to expand into every other state, all the states. Every state will have their own group. Every state will have their own set of 5 groups, which means you all will be a team. You all will work together in whatever state you are in. Okay? But to start off, it's going to be here in Florida. Okay? What it's going to be is 4 weekly career training, career placement events per year. So there'll be 4 events in each state per year. Why? Because I don't want to overwork you all, and we want to give the government agencies who are involved time to evaluate their people, get them into the program, and so they can pay for their people, because we're going to have a certain percentage of those tuitions are going to be paid by government programs. They're going to be government funded. The VA, Veterans Voc Rehab, those are the same people that pay for me to go to truck driving school, and hundreds of thousands of others that go to truck driving school or welding school or things of that nature. That's part of what's called the VA Vocational Rehab Program. It is for any veteran who has a disability, at least a 10% disability event. In case y'all didn't know, I am a combat disabled veteran. Okay? I know. In fact, some people on YouTube were joking about my bottom half of my teeth. Yeah, and I know it's missing here and this and that, but let me clue y'all into something. All of this, my entire upper part, lower part, all that come from reconstructive surgery. I went to work for my uncle, who's very rich. His name is Sam. I went to work for my uncle. His name is Sam. And my uncle, Sam, he had a whole bunch of people that's working for him. People that volunteer to work for him. And these people volunteer to go work for him because they want to protect the liberties and the freedoms that we enjoy. Okay? Not so much in actuality, but they want to protect the idea. Okay, so don't get me wrong and think that I think that this country is perfect, because it is not. But this country has the right type of ideas. It has the right vision as far as what we're supposed to be doing versus what we are doing. And what those people who work for my rich uncle, they go out and they make sure that those ideas and make sure that those freedoms stay guaranteed, or at least in practice. Okay? Because there are, believe it or not, there are evil people out there. There are evil groups. There are evil organizations. There are evil, things out there that want to threaten that. That want to take that away. That want to take away your right to say what you want to say. Your right to live how you want to live. Your right to love who you want to love. All these rights, there are people out there who want to take that away. And not just take that away, but they want to actually kill you to keep you from practicing those. That is real. Okay, in case y'all didn't know it. Right? So we had a couple of people that went on to YouTube and they posted some stuff about, well, Mr. Butler, you can afford this. How come you can't afford to fix your bottom half of your teeth? It was that funny. It was, and that is funny. But while, me and some other buddies of mine who was out riding around, looking for these people who are looking to threaten, your way of life, your freedom to post stuff like that and say things like that, while we was out riding around looking for that, lo and behold, our Humvee, boom, just went up, bam, like, whoa, and it kind of threw me for a loop. I'm sitting there and everything, seems like it just goes into slow motion, and feel like this pressure just pushing in on your head, like someone just squeezing your head, and it's like everything is moving in slow motion. It's almost kind of like an out-of-body experience. I mean, you're conscious, but you're not conscious. And believe it or not, there's absolutely no sound. Can't hear anything. And it just feels like you're just like you're watching everything happen like you're not a part of it. And then all of a sudden, things start to come back to you, like smells. And then, you start hearing like these sounds, but it sounds like they're way off in the distance, like someone is whispering them to you, or you're watching a movie or something, and you start hearing all these sounds, and then the smell comes back, all of a sudden you feel like this warm sensation on your body and stuff. You're like, like what's that warm sensation? And then when all these sounds come all rushing back in at one time, whoosh, all of a sudden you're hearing gunfire, you're hearing explosion, you're hearing people screaming and yelling, and contact left, and all this other stuff you're hearing, and it's just like all hell's just all of a sudden like you're back, and you're not just watching the movie, you're right in that movie. And you're hearing these little zip, zip, and these little put sounds, and those zips you hear, those are bullets that are passing within 3 inches of your ear. Because you only hear that sound when they're that close. And then you look over at your buddy and you say, you're trying to get him right this, and you pull on him, and now this is going to be graphic, y'all. You pull on him, and then he lumps forward, and his head falls off. And it's only being held on by his tongue and his vocal cords. And then you realize that warm sensation you felt, that's from the explosion and the shrapnel that has hit your jaw. And it's basically almost severed the entire bottom half of your face. But you're still alive, right? So you still gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta carry on, right? So you do what you do to try and survive this and stay alive. Long story short, wind up in Walter Reed, and you got all these team of surgeons, and they're gonna replace all this stuff. They're gonna take all of this out, take all of that. They're gonna cut your bone down to your jaw. They're gonna take all your bottom half of your which part. They're gonna take that out. Y'all have noticed I have some scars right there behind my ear. That's what they go and do all the stuff. What they do is they cut you back here. What they do is they start peeling. Peel all this up, and peel all this down. They peel it down and come in with the little laser, and they start, just cutting away at all the interior here so it doesn't leave scars here. And you cut that away and get all that peeled off, because they're cutting it from back here so they can get in the laser so you can cut it all off. And then they have to saw this stuff out, your bone, and take the teeth out and stuff, and then they have to take what teeth that they can salvage and make them part of a cast, like a prosthesis, and they put them in so that it will fit. In case y'all didn't know, I'm going to pop this out. Okay? So the military does have a lot of money. My rich uncle, he's got a lot of money. So he can create these prostheses that look real. You can't tell the difference between them and the prosthesis. Now the problem is, with all these surgeons, the bottom part of my prosthesis, they don't fit right. For some reason, they just don't fit right. And I've had 3 surgeries, and they still can't get it to fit right. So I decided, what the hell with it. If y'all can't get it to fit right, don't worry about it. Because the ones that I do have, which I do have them, and I can put them in, but they fit so tight, and they're pressing up against my nerves. The ones that I do have left, they cause debilitating migraines and complete blindness in my left eye. So instead of dealing with that, I just leave them out and go without them. Now I'm not doing this because I'm not telling you this because I want you to feel sorry for me. Because don't. I mean, I'm very thankful for my rich uncle, and I'm very, appreciative of the life that I have now, and I will go back and do it all over again in a heartbeat. Okay, but I want you all to understand something. Before you start, and this was in the Bible, before you start, going in and, making these crazy comments about other people and this and that, you make sure you understand what it is that got them there before you start doing stuff like that. Because, yes, you do have the right to do that. You have the right to say what you want to say. That is the very reason why all of us that work for my rich uncle, why we chose to go and do the things that we do so that you can have those rights and you can practice that right and you can make those comments and they were very funny. So, I got a laugh out of it. I'm sure you got a laugh out of it. And I'm not going to call it names, but you all know who you are. All right. Now, back to this training. Sorry for that little somber moment, but back to this training. Okay. So when we develop this, this is going to be an in-depth freight broker training course offered on-site several times a year in 4 of Florida's most picturesque and inviting cities. Tallahassee, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Miami, Florida. If you all want to see what those cities have to offer, we have videos over here of those cities and their branding material, their branding videos for each city. Okay, very well put together. I love them. They're beautiful. They're great. So y'all can click on those and see what those are like. Down here, come on down, and it tells you it will guarantee career placement offers from bonded logistics brokerage, well, that should be bonded and logistics brokerage firm, because this is not just for brokers. This is also for dispatching firms, brokerage firms, any logistic firms that want to participate. But you must be those firms that are participating, the individuals who are participating, the owners. You must be an owner of that firm, or you must be a partner in that firm. Okay, so this is not just for anybody that's just doing freight brokering or whatever, just to come and say, hey, I want to be a part of it. We want you to be owners of a firm. Why? Because the 5 individuals who are going to be given the instructions, the 5 instructors, they must have the power and the authority to hire, okay, to make an offer to hire the graduates from this career placement event. Is everybody following me so far? Is everybody following me? All right. Because we want you to be able to, and this is the key element that separates this career placement event from any other logistics career placement event out there. It is the guaranteed career placement part. This is what is attracting the government agencies, HUD, Section 8, the Housing Authority, the Federal Housing Authority, food stamps, anybody who's on food stamps, all those people, they qualify to take this career placement, and the federal government will pay for it. VA, Veterans Voc Rehab, they'll pay for it. If you were just released from federal prison, okay, within the last year, and you need to get back to work, the federal Corrections Back to Work program, they'll pay for it. Okay, all these different programs, Job Source 1, Workforce Plus, Career Source 1, all those different programs like that, they will fund this if you meet their criteria. If you're on HUD, if you're on food stamps, if you're on housing, if you're on Section 8, if you're on welfare, because they want you to get off this stuff. Because that tuition of $7,500 is pennies compared to what they're spending on you to be on these programs, right?
Right.
Right. Okay? Because on average, the average person on food stamps is costing the federal government, get this, almost $30,000+ per year. Just for someone who's on food stamps. Because they're not just paying just for your food, they have to pay the insurance that protects them in case you buy something with that and it makes you sick. So y'all don't understand how these programs work. When people say, man, they don't cost them no $30,000, $50,000, $60,000 for one person on food stamps. Yes, it does. Because it's not just the food. It's not just the food. They have to pay for the liability too. The liability, the insurance, all the other stuff that comes along with that. So they have to make everybody who's involved in the process feel what? Safe, right? And protected, right? Because if they didn't, then it would just be, wild, wild west out here. Oh, I bought some bad cheese with my food stamp money, so guess what? I'm going to sue the federal government. I'm going to sue the cheese company that makes the cheese. I'm going to sue the milk company that made the milk to put in the cheese. I'm going to sue the packaging company that packaged the cheese. I'm going to sue the grocery store that put the cheese in their store. You see what I'm saying? They got to pay for all of that. They got to pay to protect all those people and make them all feel comfortable, make them all feel safe in doing what? Providing you your food stamps. It costs to take care of people. Okay? So that $7,500 is nothing. They'll pay that in a heartbeat. To do what? Get you in a position that's paying you what? $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 a year. So if you're making that kind of money, guess what? You're coming off food stamps, buddy. You're coming off, housing. No longer getting that, that apartment that you're paying just $37 a month for. No more of that. No more only paying $5 a month just for your light bill. No more of that. No more Section 8, but they pay the person who you're renting a house when they're paying them $900 a month, and you're only paying $50 a month or $100 a month. No more of that. All that stuff, goes away when you start doing what? Making good income, right? Everybody feel me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we had to do was we had to create a program. We had to create a training platform. We had to create a system of training individuals and a career event that was guaranteed. Now, before we could convince the government to take part in this, we had to do what? We had to create a test platform. That's where all of you all come in. And our test platform has been proven to be successful. Hold on, I keep getting calls for it.
Number, call for extension 2 to accept.
This is Calvin with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. You have given us a call right in the middle of our scheduled Six Figures Booking Freight from Home show, which is broadcast live from here in Tallahassee, Florida. If you would, please give us a call back after 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time after we have finished with the broadcast. Okay? Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Sorry about that, you all. Okay. All right. But before the federal government would go ahead and sign off on this and all those different agencies, we had to run a test pilot program. Okay, that test pilot program was the National Dispatchers Network. We had to show them that we could put together a platform that provided tools, resources, training, and show them that and had to have a certain level of success. Hence the reason why Indeed was turned on to us, and they did their case study with us, and they did their surveys of 100 and X number of people. So if you go in here and you Google RBBS Transport LLC, if you Google that, RBBS Transport. Let me move this out the way so I can see it there. I don't know why it comes up down there. RBBS Transport LLC. When you Google that, you get this right here. When you Google us and you get these Indeed reports, you get all the information about us and what this and that. But the first thing you see, you're going to see working at RBBS Transport LLC employee reviews Indeed.com. You also see RBBS Transport LLC freight broker salaries in the United States, which was reviewed and reported on by Indeed.com. Now, that ain't got, they didn't call us and say, hey, we're going to do this. They just did it. Because why? Because Indeed.com is the largest and most reputable, career monitoring site on the face of the planet. Right? And then when you go over there and you click on it, it takes you over and it gives you all the different reviews. We got 5 reviews. 4 of them are very positive reviews, and we got 1 from a competitor. Okay? And I think a gentleman named Mr. Oakley gave us that review. Thank you, Mr. Oakley, for your candid and unbiased review of our company, and we appreciate it. But I guess he wanted to break up all those great reviews that we were getting. You notice here it says that they review basically up to 105 employees or ex-employees or users of our platform or things of that nature when they did the study of the salaries. Okay, this is what they based it on. They based it on 105 individuals who they actually went in and they reviewed. And as you all know, back then, our brokerage firm was set up when we had 3 different types of employees. We had account executives, we had freight brokers, and we had sales representatives. Y'all remember that? Some of y'all remember those first videos that we were doing? Because no one else was doing this. Everyone else just hired what? Freight brokers or freight broker agents, right? Well, we didn't do that. We gave people a choice to come in at an area where they felt like their skills and skill set was the strongest. So if you wanted to come in and you just wanted to work with the shippers, if you were good at sales, you want to work with shippers, you want to be paid, you wanted to be paid residual income, you could come in as an account executive. If you wanted to come in and be a freight broker, you come in as a freight broker. You want to come in and just be a sales representative and just go out and just sales to the carriers to get them signed on those, you can come in as a sales representative. So from those reviews, here's what they determined. The account executives were averaging about $113,750 per year. Freight brokers were averaging around $113,471 a year, and our sales reps were averaging around $93,713 a year. Now, that don't come from us. We didn't put those figures in. That comes from Indeed.com. Okay, so proof is in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding. So now the federal government looks at that and says, okay, there it is. There it is. So those numbers right there to determine if they're going to pay what. If they're going to pay $7,500. Because what they want to know is, as a freight broker, as a dispatcher, can these people earn enough money to get them out of government assistance? That's what it's all about. Okay, on their side of it. It's about them saving money, freeing up all the money that they're paying to have these people on government assistance. Make sense to you all? Now, that they have enjoyed a year of that, and they've seen how this works, and they've seen what we offer, and they've seen, how we do things. Now they are ready to say, okay, let's move forward. Which brings us to where we are right now. Now, as one of the 5 logistics firms who will be trainers for these seminars and for these these guaranteed career placement events, what do you all get out of it? Well, the first thing you get is very obvious. You get to increase the size of your firm. Because you're hiring good people, right? You're hiring people that you help train, right? What better way to increase the size of your firm by doing what? Bringing on people who you have helped train, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. The second thing you earn is money. Why? Because you're going to be paid $25,000 for literally 1 week's work. For 1 week of work. Okay? So now the event is 1 week long, 7 days. That's it. Okay? But for your work for that week, you're going to be paid $25,000. Each instructor will be paid $25,000 on top of the opportunity to do what? Increase the size of your firm. Okay? Now, when you all come down, all right, every instructor you all meet and come down a week before the event. All right? But that first week, that's not really work. That's just preparation. You're coming down to where? Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, and Tallahassee. Okay? All these cities have attractions and things that you can do within the cities and stuff to keep you entertained. And, it's a nice little mini vacation for you, right? So that first week you're there, we'll all get together. We'll go over what we need to do. We'll go over working out the logistics of the hotel and the scheduling, and we'll go over the scheduling and things like that. And we'll do our little practice sessions where we're going to go over what we're actually going to go in, and we're going to be teaching each other or going over what the curriculum with each other, for that first week. And that's only going to take about an hour, maybe 2 hours, a couple of days, during that first week you're there. So we're going to do the walkthrough, we're going to do the setup with the hotel, lobbies areas and the conference area, make sure everything is, on point, make sure we got all our extra computers and laptops and things that we need. We're going to be testing the testing site that they're going to go to every night after their course to take their mandatory quizzes and things like that. Make sure that's working properly. Make sure that it's recording properly. Make sure the analytics is all computing everything properly. Why? Because that testing site actually keeps a record of how if they're on question number 25, it tells you how many students passed that question, and it tells you on each student how long they took to answer that question, thus give you an indication if that's a problem area that we need to spend more time on. You all see how all this comes together? This is not just stuff that we do together. We actually have a working software program when you go to take the test. Now, a lot of you remember when you first came into our platform a couple of years ago, we had a mandatory quiz that you all had to take. Remember? Y'all remember that? It was 25 questions. Do y'all remember that?
I remember that.
It was a mandatory quiz that you all had to take. Now, we're able to go in and look at the analysis from you all's quizzes. It shows us how much time you spent on each question. It shows us if you left that question and then came back to it. It shows us if when you left and came back to it, how many times you changed your answers before you submitted. That all gives us an indication of what the problem areas are within the curriculum that we need as instructors to spend more time on, or we might need to go back and revisit that on how we're doing our instruction. Are we entertaining enough to keep their attention and to help them to comprehend, or is there something within the instructions themselves that is off? You understand? So this will be work, but it's smart work. You work is smart, not hard. Okay, so there's a lot of that type of stuff that we'll be involved. That's why we want you all to create your own teams. No, not create your own team. We will pick your teams and want you all to work together and learn how to work off of each other and know what each other's strong points, weak points are, what your skill sets are, and things like that. So you all will know what part of the curriculum each person needs to be, proficient at. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, what does this $7,500 include? Because like everybody else, you get that $5,000 or $2,400 or $2,700 or $1,700 or $1,500. You got to pay for your own travel down there. You got to pay for your own room and board. You got to pay for your own food. You got to pay for whatever you got to pay for all that on top of paying them money. But we wanted to assure the federal government that that their people, whoever pays the $7,500, would not have any other expenses outside of that. So what does this include? The tuition includes travel, hotel, accommodation, meals, and limited local transportation via Uber and Lyft. And when we say meals, we don't mean peanut butter and bologna sandwiches. We mean meals at restaurants. Restaurants. Applebee's. Wahoo, seafood, Longhorn Steakhouse, something like that. Something where you can go and each individual can spend $37.50, on a meal. $37.50, right?
I think that's good.
Exactly. You get yourself a pretty good meal, $37.50. That's the type of meals that we're talking about. Hotels, we're not talking about, Motel 6. We're talking about hotels you can go and spend roughly $137 a night, $150 a night. That's a pretty good hotel room, right?
I hope so.
So that's Sheraton type stuff. That's what we're talking about. Okay? Now, how do we determine all this? We determine all this by our cost analysis. And we have an area you can go and click on it, and you can pull up all the cost analysis. Okay, it tells you the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, freight broker, agent training, certification, and career fair. The sky's the limit with freight broker training. You get some other stuff here about us, table of contents, tells about table of contents, a little picture there. Executive summary, an in-depth freight broker training course offered on-site several times a year in 4 of Florida's most picturesque and inviting cities: Tallahassee, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Miami, Florida, with guaranteed career placement offers from bonded logistics brokerage firms after successful course completion and a passing of daily course content testing and a final exam with a passing grade not less than 70 for weekly career training, certification, and career placement events per year with a minimum class size of 45 students and a maximum of 100 students. Travel, hotel, accommodation, meals, and limited local transportation via Uber and Lyft are covered expenses to be included in the course fee packages and funding. highlights. After successful completion, graduates will take part in a full day of recruitment-style interviews with multiple established, prominent, and federally bonded logistics brokerage firms, and that would include dispatch firms also too. I'm going to change that. Competing to impress those graduates who excel and show promise during the week of course studies, all with the intentions of adding new talent to their network of brokers and agents. Now you notice we said that at the end of it, the 5 instructors will be competing against each other, right? So it's kind of a flip the script thing, where for the first 5 days, right, it's the students who are learning and trying to make sure they pass the test, right? And then those that graduate on that 6th day, that Saturday, you have it's like a career fair event where all of the companies there, they're guaranteeing that they're going to offer a position to choose which firm they want to go to. Aha! Y'all see how that works? Is everybody feeling that?
Yeah, that's actually kind of unique. So what you would have, you have a situation where in the lobby area of the hotel that we would be in the lobby area or in the conference room area, you have you all's booths. All y'all's booths will be set up. Okay, preferably it'll be somewhere like said, in the lobby area where y'all will have your booths and stuff, that tells you about, your company and all your brochures and things like this. You probably have a rep down there that's, that I'm able to answer quick questions. And then if that person says, okay, I want to have a more in-depth conversation with the owner of this company or the owner of this company or the owner of this company, then you go ahead and you put your name down, this and that, and then they'll give you, thing to go up to the owners of their company. You go up to their hotel suite, and you're going to have an interview. But it's not them conducting the interview. It's you're the one. It's the student. It's going to be the one is going to be conducting the interview. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of reverse type thing. You're not interviewing for a position. The companies are interviewing to bring you on. Everybody see how that works? Is everybody feeling that? Is everybody feeling it? All right, great. So your candidates will come up and then they'll be introduced to the owners of that logistics firm, and then that logistics firm has to convince that candidate, we are the place you want to be. This is our compensation plan. This is our ongoing training program. This is what we're offering. We're offering you the opportunity to work remotely, or we want you to move to this city. You can set it up how whatever your company is set up. But remember, the objective here is because you're working with people who were at a disadvantage. So they may not be able to move to your location. They may not be able to come in to your work site every day, things like that. So when we are evaluating you all to be a part of this, we're evaluating your accessibility. We're evaluating how your company is structured. We're evaluating your compensation and how you're paying. So when you send in your resumes to us and we contact you, those are the type of things that we're going to be going over there. We're going to be quizzing you about and asking you about and probing you about. So we want to know how you're set up. We want to know if you offer them the opportunity to work remotely. We want to know if you're offering them a compensation plan that pays them like a partner instead of like an employee. We want to know that if you're offering them the different areas, kind of like the way we were set up, where you're not just offering them an opportunity just to come in and all they can do is just straight broker it. We want to know if you have a compensation plan that paying them residual for being a sales agent or an account executive or a freight broker, we don't know that you have that complexity and that flexibility. Does that make sense? Hello?
Right, mute my bad, yeah.
All right, great. I know I'm not sounding like a black redneck today, but but that's more to me than just that, okay? and I need you all to understand that this is big business. This is there is more to trucking than just trucking, okay? And that's why I tell you all the time, our goal is to have you all thinking like entrepreneurs. Why? Because we were trying to prepare you all for this event. We were trying to prepare you all to get ready for this national campaign that we're going to be doing when we spread out to all 50 states. Think about that. This type of program set up for each state. Not a program where you have people coming from outside of your states to do it, but this type of program in every state in the United States. Putting on these events 4 times a year. You have logistics entrepreneurs like yourself doing 1 full week of work, taking out 2 weeks, to come down, and you're earning 25 grand for that 2 weeks. The first week is really just, kind of chilling, doing a couple of hours of going over some stuff, getting set up, make sure everything is right. Then the second week, you're working maybe 3 days out of that week because you're not going to be doing all of the instructing yourself. Some days you won't be required to be there. You may be because you're only going to be required to be there on the days that you're giving instructions, right? That you're correct. Right? And on the final day when you have the final exam and the 5th day when you're having the final exams, or the 6th day, when you're having the final exams or whatever the case may be, 5th day you're having your final exams, and it's all monitored. So all the instructors have to be there to make sure that they're monitoring the students, make sure they're not doing going to Google and looking up the answers and things like that. Because the weekly test quizzes in their hotel rooms, that's open book. But the final exam is a closed book monitor. Okay? And then the last day, for what? The interviews and the career placement part. So all the other time, you're free to go do what you want to do. Enjoy Miami. Go catch a basketball game. See the Heat get beat again or something like that. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But, go check out the Dolphins and watch them go out on planes again or something, something like that. All right. But look. We want this. We wanted to create something that was both fun, right, both profitable, right, and both beneficial to everybody involved, right. And I think we have done that. Now, continue on. What do we leave off here? Highlights. Okay. Okay. Every graduate is guaranteed at least one contract offer. Okay. From one of the brokerage firms participating in the day of recruiting, thus assuring all graduates will receive an offer to become a part of the exciting trucking, freight, logistics, and transportation industries. As a licensed, we put that again just for what? Name recognition, because there's no such thing as a licensed freight broker. But we put it in anyway. As a licensed freight broker, or as a freight broker agent, we put that in there because everybody recognizes that. But what is as a dispatch agent, freight broker agent, logistics agent, freight forwarding, because we're going to try to get some freight forwarders on and participate with this too. Now, it's very hard to get freight forwarders to come on to something like this because why? First of all, the average freight forwarder, if they're halfway decent, is making $500,000 a year. Yeah. $1 million, $2 million. I mean, those guys bank money, right? And they don't really have the time to break away from what they're doing. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? It's harder to get them on board with something like this because they're good. You understand what I'm saying? They're good already. They spent they spent a ton of money, to become a freight forwarder and get into that side of it, and they're good. Okay, that's the whole reason why they spent all that money to get into that side of it. All right, but eventually we'll try to get those on too, but there's probably something separate that offers a whole new type of compensation plan, so we have to make it worth their while. All right. Broker agent. All right, average salary for jobs matching with freight brokers. The average salary for a freight broker in the United States, based on different reviews like the ones they deal with us and other freight brokers firms, from the big ones all the way down to the little ones, it's about $185,000 per year. National trend from Indeed.com. This is your national trend of how the salaries are pretty much going for freight brokers or people who are in the logistics industry. Here's what the top 3 salary sites have to say. Pay scale, minimum salary, okay, of $41,540 and $571. That's for someone who if you just half-heartedly doing this and you're not, you understand what I'm saying? You just kind of doing it. That's still enough to get you off of what? Food stamps and all of the government assistance programs. On the low end, brokers earn $30,177. On the high end, they earn around $73,500. Brokers in big cities such as Dallas, Kansas City, Houston, and Portland earn higher salaries. That's based on pay scale, based on Glassdoor, and these are by rankings. Pay scale is like the small fry when it comes to career monitoring. Glassdoor is like they're a little bit better, but then Indeed is the top career monitoring site on the face of the planet. Okay. But Glassdoor says national average salary is $37,592. Minimum salary is around that $31,000, while high-end salaries is around $49,000. Indeed, transportation brokers earn an average $92,000 per year. Another transportation broker entry lists $54,000 as the average salary. Broker agents earn on average $76,000 per year, while freight broker agents earn $256,000 per year. Indeed has a wider view of it because they actually go out and they do random surveys of like 10 times more surveys. So they have like where pay scale may have a group of 100,000 that they went out that they gotta that they pull from the answers from 100,000 surveys. Glassdoor may have a source of 500,000 surveys. Indeed, we have 10 million surveys, 20 million surveys. You see what I'm saying? So based on the number of surveys you have, based on the pool you have to pull from, Indeed has the largest pool of surveys that they can make their determination from. So that's why they're considered the most prominent and the most legit one, and the one that's most accurate. Okay, so as you can see here, there it is. This is all stuff that we presented to the government agencies. They got the same package. This is basically the package that we sent them so that they can make a determination if this is something that they're going to participate in. While the averages vary, we do know that brokers make at least as much as most company drivers make. Many freight brokers agents earn 6 figures, most working from their home office. Now, why do we throw it in about company drivers? Because all those government agencies already participate or are part of programs for what? Truck driving schools. And they base it on how much money truck drivers earn on average with company drivers. So if they're already funding this type of stuff for truck drivers, right, we wanted to show them that it would be beneficial to them to fund this for what? The logistics industry, the broker, dispatcher, right? Make sense? Make sense, everybody? All right. I know I'm showing some insight into my depthness and level here, and I know this is not you all's normal, Calvin's serious today. Yeah, I am serious because this is serious money. Okay, and this is stuff that you all need to understand, that this industry has more to offer than what's on the surface. This industry, if you just learn, just open yourself up to thinking outside the box just a little bit, I promise you, this industry is life-changing. But you got to open yourself up to it. You know, you're not going to come into this industry and make $500,000 a year, you know, just think you say, well, I'm just going to call me a couple of carrots and do some break today. You know, you got to get on that next level. You got to think chess, not checkers. Right? Chess, not checkers. All right? So, all right. All lead instructors are master brokers and owners of our senior executives of established prominent brokerage firms or logistics firms. Okay? Phone sales is a major factor in successful freight brokering and logistics training. In light of this needed skill set, some instructors will be chosen for their background as successful sales professionals. Okay? Why? Because, you know, like I've always told y'all, what? This is sales. This is sales. And in presenting the instructions to students and getting them to comprehend it, we want you all to have a salesman type of, what's the word I'm looking for? A salesman type of, somebody help me out. A salesman type of
acumen.
Exactly. We want you to have that type of, you know, acumen or a salesman's type of your attitude or your
mentality,
demeanor, whatever. You know, that's
drive.
Exactly. Because we want this. We don't want just dry people to come in and say, okay, well, today we're going to talk about lane rates and you know, how to calculate your fuel and you know, now people falling asleep at the desk. Oh, okay. Excuse me, I need to go to the restroom. That type of stuff. We don't want that. We want you all to be entertaining. Okay. You know, I'm not saying you got to come on, you know, and you know, be the black redneck, you know, like I am. But we want you all to be entertaining. We want you all to have personality. We want each student to say, man, look here. Did you hear, you know, what Coretta said today? Man, she crazy. You know, I can imagine working at her firm. Right? You'd be laughing all day long. Or you want to say, man, did you see what Wire had on? That hat, he said, don't ask me what. you know what I'm saying? This is what, you know, that's all of that, the things that you all see me doing, things like that, all that does what? It attracts you all to what we have to offer. It separates us from everybody else. That's why our platform has grown as fast as it does. Not just the fact that we offer great tools and resources, but we throw in entertainment value with every broadcast, with every training video, with every Monday night orientation, with every Tuesday night spot training, with every Wednesday night Q&A. Right? Right?
Absolutely.
All right. That's all right. That's what I'm talking about. You know, because we want to make sure that we do what? We have dogs that hunt. We don't want no one-legged coon dogs, right? So when you all come on as these logistics trainers with this platform, with these seminars, we want you all to make sure that you have, you know, we want to cultivate that the entertainer in all of you, because this is a form of entertainment, because you have to keep people engaged. Your most successful and best teachers and instructors are those who do what? Keep their students entertained. Right? Yeah. Exactly. So that's what we're going to make sure you all are doing. That's why we're going to be listening to those people who have a strong sales background, who have that strong sales persona. That's what I was looking for. Persona. I can go back to it. All right? So you got to have that strong sales and entertainment type of persona. Okay? All right. Objectives. The objective is to provide every graduate with a working knowledge of day-to-day operations of freight brokering, equipment, equip them with the resources, provide them with the training to master the technology used to enhance their success in the industry, and provide them an opportunity to apply their newly acquired skills as a contracted broker agent through our guaranteed career placement program. Mission statement: we train individuals to be successful freight brokers, period. Okay, I'm going to change that: successful freight logistics entrepreneurs, period. Okay, legal entity. The RBBS Logistics Learning Center is a division of RBBS Transport LLC, a limited liability company with an active, now that's old because I did this years ago, with an active security bond certificate. We're going to change that to an active dispatch firm with an active EIN number and state registration with the state of Florida, and instructors are a combination of, active security bond holders, security certificate holders, and dispatch firms and logistics firms. Okay, so that's going to change a little bit. All right. Training certification and career event proposed locations. First place is Tallahassee, Florida. Now, we're going to actually start with Miami. We're going to start with Miami. That's going to be the first one. Then we're going to work our way back up to Fort Lauderdale, then Orlando, then Tallahassee. Okay, so that's how we're going to be working our way back up. Okay, but if you click on each one of these, you're going to click on each one of these. When you click on it, it will take you over to where the video about that city. As y'all can see here, Miami has a lot to offer. Y'all know Miami, MIA, right? Think y'all can have some fun down there, while you're making 25 grand. If y'all think this would draw, the students to want to come in and be a part of this, of course it will. Okay? So that's what all this is about. Okay? All right. Somebody's having a conversation off camera. Y'all got to remember, this is recorded. So make sure that your conversations are either off to another room or out of earshot of these mics. These mics are very strong, and they pick up everything, and this is recorded, so whatever you're talking about, it will be on YouTube. Remember that, okay? Make sure y'all remember that. All right. But yeah, each of the cities there, you can go and watch the branding video for each one of those cities. Okay. All right, the breakdown. Hours of coursework, 75 hours of coursework, okay? That's what it builds out to, 75 hours. Because we have to put this stuff in to show them how we come up with our cost factors, all right? 75 hours of bills is what's billed to that tuition. That's how we come up with that tuition. Meals, breakfast and dinner is included for the entire week of the training, certification, and career fair event. And we're talking about restaurant meals, okay? Supplies. Students are advised and encouraged to bring their personal laptop computers and or PC tablets because much of the course materials and testing is web-based and electronic data-based. Additional tablets and laptops will be available for use for those without. Vouchers up to $400 can also be added to the course fee for the purchase of such equipment at participating vendors. So if you don't have a laptop and you don't want to use one of our whatever, just let us know, and we'll go ahead and tack on $400 to your tuition, $400 to your tuition, and then you'll be able to go and pick out, what type of laptop you want, as long as it's under that $400 mark. Everybody got that? And that will be yours. That's yours. Take it home with you. It's yours. The key, you own that. All right. So there you go. Note: pads and pens to take notes are also advisable items to bring along. Services: limited local transportation via Uber and Lyft. Each student is afforded 2 Uber or Lyft local transports every 24 hours. Must be used daily and cannot be accumulated. So in other words, you can't say, well, I didn't get an Uber Lyft yesterday, so today I get 4. No, you get 2. Use it or lose it. All right, simple as that. All right, $175 for travel. That's allotted for travel to the career fair event location included. Now, $175 will get you a plane ticket just about anywhere in the United States. Does everybody agree with that? Hello?
Just say yes.
You can get a plane ticket just about anywhere in the United States for $175. Okay. In fact, I think that's round trip. Okay. You get round trip tickets for $175 anywhere in the United States. Now, if you're coming from out of the country, that's something different. If we may have some people who are willing to pay that $7,500 to come from out of the country, and then we have to make adjustments for that. But yeah, very seldom do I think we'll have that. Now we may. Okay, but this is basically for U.S.-based people who are based here in the United States. But we have to make some type of adjustments for those individuals, those rare occasions when we have someone who's coming from outside of the continental United States. All right, pricing, estimated cost, analysis per student to attend the training, flash certification and career fair. Total accommodations and travel cost analysis, $1,849.64 per student. That's for accommodations and travel. That's hotel and travel. Okay, hotel accommodation, break it down. Hotel accommodation, $867.79. That's $123.97 per day on your hotel expenses. Now, how do we arrive at that? Well, I didn't just pull it out, from where y'all think I pulled it out from. Actually, it is with all our statistics from Statistica. Whatever that is, Statistica. I think it's how to pronounce it. Is that pronounced what? Statista? Whatever. We pull it from that place right there. Okay. There it is right there. These are your, it's where we get these numbers from. It's based in real numbers, not stuff we just pulled out the Yahoo. Meals equals $456.40. That's for the entire week for one person. That's per person. Okay. So meals, it comes up like this. CNN money. The average cost of restaurant meals, throughout the United States. And there you go. That's where we get those bad boys from. We get this stuff from this right here. Okay? We don't just make this stuff up. We can't do that with, in dealing with the federal government. You got to show them hard numbers and how you got them and where they came from. Okay? National average per meal, $32.60. Okay? Air travel, $344.22. That's to and from. Okay? That's round trip. So that's a lot of money for a ticket. Now that pretty much will get you, I know that gets you anywhere in the United States. Okay? Round trip. Okay? In some cases, that might even be first class. But we're not saying that's first class. We're saying that we will get you to and from air travel, and it's included in your tuition. Okay? Local travel via Uber and Lyft, $181.23. Now, how do we get that? Same thing, same way we get everything. With air travel, everything else is all provided by our statistics that we look up and find how much the average, this is from Everyday Money, from Money Magazine, how much does the average ride cost on Uber and Lyft? And there you go, it has it right there, it tells you what that is. And, that's one of the Uber and Lyft studies of over the last, however many years they've been doing this. Okay? And it's broken down by the city to give you your average. All right? So that's how we get that. Go back over here. But there it is right there. As you can see here, the average the average is $13.36 per trip for Uber, and for Lyft is $12.53 for each Lyft ride. That sounds about right to you all? Those of you who have taken Uber and Lyft, that sounds about right to me, because I used to take the Uber and Lyft, a lot. Okay. Instructional training and certification cost analysis, $9,975 per student. Now, how do we get that? We get that by determining what instructors are paid, what professional instructors and consultants are paid for their services. Okay? And we get that through here. Go and pull that up. There it is right there. Average training instructor salary. On average, show hourly rate and all that service up. $57,000, $19 hourly rate. It's going to show that hourly rate right there, $19.77 per hour. All right? It ranges anywhere from here, $11.66 to what? $37.07. Now, when you look up them by profession, but the type of stuff that we are doing, okay, the type of stuff that you all will be doing, but that type of instruction, which is professional instruction, it comes up to be about, I think, $25 per hour. Okay, I think that's where we place that at around $25 per hour, so we can break it down by the type of profession and the type of training that we're doing. So based on those numbers and the type of profession that you all are doing, I think it goes down to basically there it is, $25 per hour. That's what? 75 hours, right? Course hours, right? Remember that 75 hours we put up there? Based on that, at $75, at $25 an hour, okay, that's how we look up the cost for the instructors. For instructors. So for an entire week, all right, of training for instructors is $9,337 basically per student for the entire week. So you have your hard costs, $475 for your hardware costs like computers and stuff like that, software costs, like the program that we're running to do the test and the analysis and all that type of stuff, $125. Total estimated cost analysis per student, $11,824.64 is what the analysis show on average per student what it costs to train each student, okay, for that week. All right? Now, in dealing with government, and dealing with getting into funding anything, they always want to pay less than what it costs. Everybody agree with that?
Yeah, they want to take that money.
Right. They want to pay less than what it costs. That's why you build them, you show them how it books out more, and then you charge them what? Less. $7,500. Now, in actuality, we've been able to cut our costs down to so we can make a profit on that, a good profit, by the way, and still pay you all what? Your money. Why? Because we're dealing in volume. This is why we must have a minimum of what? 45 students. And to show y'all how that breakdown works, let's go to our trusty good old calculator. Let's find our calculator. Go to our calculator, Ada calculator. All right, you take $7,500, right? And we're going to multiply that times what? A minimum of 45 students. 45 students. We get us what? $337,500. $337,500. Now, I did say this was a business, okay? I didn't tell y'all that this was charity, right?
Right.
This is a business. All right. Let's get down to the business side of it. Matters, we got 5 what? Instructors, right? 5 instructors, 5 times 25,000 is what? 25,000 times 5 is what?
Whipping out old trusty calculator.
All right, so we got 137. We got 337,500. Remember that number. 337,500. Y'all got
Hey,
that
hold
number?
up, Kevin. I'm about to do it. You ain't got to erase it. You said how much the money again?
25,000 times 5. You got 5 instructors. $25,000 each.
125.
125. So minus $125,000 paid to the instructors. Right, y'all?
Yep.
That leaves $212,500 for what? For RBBS to pay out what? All the little stuff that comes along with putting this thing together. To pay for you all's travel expenses down and pay for your hotel expenses. Well, that was not put in the calculation. Remember that, right? So
yep, you ain't saying nothing about that.
Exactly. That's not put into the calculation that was sent to the federal government. We have to bear that cost. Okay? So then we have to pay for each one of you all to come down for 2 weeks, right? And pay for your travel down. You have to pay for your hotel suite. You have to pay for your Uber and Lyft rides. Those of you who are now, here's why we set these up for each state. We don't want the instructors coming from all the way across the country. We want, Florida, we want you to be close to Florida or living in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Right? So you have that far to travel. So you can drive your car down, or you can rent yourself a Mercedes or something. We'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Go to whatever, rent yourself a nice car, come down with your family or whatever. We'll pay for it. If you want to take the what's that bus they got now? The nice bus, what do they call that?
All I know is Greyhound.
No, you got something else that's got, it's like a double-decker bus that's got an observation lounge up top, and you got, what's it called?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it.
I can't think of the name of the thing. But anyway, they got this new thing now where you can book this bus. It'll come to me in a second. Where you can book this bus and the double decker, got the top and bottom, and you have your private seating and stuff, and your seating's got like a built-in laptop computer and a television monitor, and you got nice space, sit back and relax and chill and this and that, and go up to the observation lounge and all that type of stuff. Now it's called I can't think of what the name of it is. But anyway, you got those now. So you can book you a thing on that if that's what you want to do. Or you can rent you a nice vehicle or a nice SUV or whatever drive down if that's what you want to do. But whatever the case may be, we've got enough money to make sure that we pay for your accommodations and come down, put y'all a nice hotel suite for 2 weeks and that type of stuff. You get your meals taken care of and all that type of stuff. So you got 5 of you all coming out. We're paying you all $25,000 each. Plus, we're going to take care of your accommodations, meals, and stuff while you're there. So we figure on your meals and accommodation, we're going to spend another what? Let's just say we spent for the 5 of you all on your transportation and what's cut down. Let's say we spent for each one of you all, we spent $3,000 each. All right. So that's 5 times 3 is what? That's $15,000, right? Right?
Yep.
3,000 makes for a pretty good little vacation, right? So let's say we spend $15,000 on you all's, your trip down, y'all buying your drinks or whatever. Don't want y'all going out and getting drunk every night now. Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. Okay. So looking at $197,000 what we're looking at as a company. Okay. So after paying, our expenses and all whatever this and that, we're still probably looking at a good $140,000 profit on a minimum of 45 students. That's the minimum of 45 students. Now let's go back and recalculate this. If we hit our max of 100 students, now we hit our max, of 100 students, and we recalculate that. You got 100 students. times 7,500. We're looking at $750,000. Okay, minus, right, what we are paying each, what you call it. Now, get this. When we go over there, at 45 students, you want to pay your minimum $25,000, right? There's a branding and marketing side to this. Because coming up to each event, right, some of you all's responsibility is to do what? Is to brand and market this and try to draw in as many what?
Students as possible.
Exactly. So you all are actually going to have some responsibility in branding this and getting it out and recruiting and getting students to come over and signing them up for this tuition and this and that, and going to different government agencies or going to different people and say, hey, man, you're on food stamps, man, you're on this, man, you're on that. This program now you can go to, you become a freight broker, this is that. Brand, man, brand. And remember, we're also going to be taking what? Private students. Students that's willing to pay for their own tuition, who may not be on government assistance. Somebody out there might be working 2 jobs right now. And even though they're working 2 jobs, they may be earning $50,000 a year, but they got no time to themselves. They're being overworked like crazy. Or they may be working a job that's paying them decent money, but that job is working them like crazy. They don't like that job. They hate that job. They want out from underneath that job. Some people out there who might be working and making good money, but they don't want to go work for it. They want to be able to work from home. They want a career where they can be out by the pool and still make money. Or on vacation and still make money. Y'all see where we're going with this?
Yeah.
So if you're helping us to that $100,000 to that 100 people who have whoa, we got a whole lot of background noise. Somebody needs to all right. If you're able to help generate the participation or the student the enrollments and bring in more tuition, more students, then guess what? You all then get bonuses. Aha! you get your $25K, all right, which is deposited right into your account, or we'll at the events, we'll give out those checks, those cashier's checks. Here's your $25K. We'll be like, oh, you get $25K. You get $25K. You get $25K. We're gonna do the Oprah thing. You know what I mean? So we do that thing, and then we turn around and say, okay, you get a bonus. You get a bonus, and you see how this works? Okay, so this is how this works on the money side. So there could be a situation where we cap out at, we get our 100 students, and then each one of you all may get anywhere from a $5,000 to a $10,000 bonus check on top of what? Your $25,000 bonus, on top of your $25,000 minimum check. All right. Is this looking like something that's a whole lot better than what's currently out there now?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I know.
But it's not a fact of finding out. What you got to do is you're going to have to send your resumes over to training at RBBSLLC.org. You're going to send your resumes over to, let me put this up here, put it up for you all. You're going to send it over to TRAINING at THERBBSLLC dot, go back, .org. Bam, there it is right there. That's what you're going to send it to. You're going to send your resumes over to that. If you have links to your company's website, send the link over to your company website. If you prepared a video where you want to show us, your animated skills and how you are, you're versatile and your sales, persona or whatever it is, just give us an idea of what we're dealing with. as a person, as an instructor. Okay, and it would be helpful if your firm is set up so that you can increase your employee base by doing what? Having them to work remotely. Okay, I'm not saying we're not going to be interested in those firms that require people to work in the city that they are in and come to their place of work every morning. That's really not what we're looking for. Because remember, we're looking for people who are going to give an opportunity to people, because a lot of these people who are going to be taking these type of things or taking advantage of this, they're already at a disadvantage. Right? They're already at a disadvantage. I want this to be the type of program where a person who is at the homeless shelter right now, if they're a homeless veteran, they'll be able to go to voc rehab and say, hey man, I need to do something better. I need to get out from being homeless. And the voc rehab said, look, you got a 10, 20% on disability. I think this program right here works best for you, because I don't want to put you in a truck because of your disability. I don't want to, send you off to truck driving school because of your disability, because you're going to have to travel all over the world, and that may be a hindrance for you. I don't want to send you off to welding school, because if you go to become a welder, you probably got to go work in the city or where they're hiring you, so you're going to have to do a whole bunch of traveling. Don't really want to do that. I think the best thing for you is this logistics guaranteed career placement, because they do what? They allow you to be able to work remotely. What? And it says right here, the average, logistics professional is earning $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 a year. Oh, that sounds like it's the right thing, for me to do. But you got a single mom, with 2 or 3 kids, and she don't really make the money she's on, welfare, she's on HUD, and she's living in housing, and she wants to get her kids out of housing because it's in a bad neighborhood, and she don't want the kids to grow up like that, and she don't want to lose them to violence. She don't have the money to go out and get, pay for all this stuff. So, she said, but I got to make a change. I got to change this. I can't afford to relocate. You definitely don't want to put her in a truck and have her go off to truck driving school and all this other stuff, right? And then have to travel all over the planet, all over the country. If she still got kids, she's got to take care of. You might not want to send her to welding school because here again, you got to go travel and this and that. And she might be able to afford to help somebody to take care of the kids, but she really needs something that's going to allow her to do what? The freedom of being able to be there with her kids and still make $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 plus, right? Right. All right. But this is what everything that we've been doing. Everything that we've been doing. This is what's the plan from the very beginning. This, what you all are seeing right here, was the ultimate plan. And in doing what we were doing, we were training you all and preparing you all for this. Okay, because this is going to become a national thing. Okay, this first, I didn't say this was going to take place like overnight. Nothing like this comes together, bam, like that. This has been 2 years in the making. 2 years of creating test platforms, creating the platforms that we have now, bringing it up to a certain level of success so that it will pass muster. Right? So we had to do all that. Everything that we've been doing, everything that we have created so far has been in preparation for what you all are seeing right now. Okay? It's been in preparation to bring you all this. Okay? This is what it's been in preparation for. It's been in preparation to bring you this right here. This right here. Now, that's the business side of it. That's the money side of it. That's what you all, what we needed to get to you all, show you all what we're doing on that side of it. Do you all like what you've seen so far?
Man, I'm excited.
All right.
Yeah, Kevin, this is a lot, man. Opportunity, trying to give everybody in the platform.
Look, that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. It's about, like I said, my quest is to become a billionaire, but on my way there, I want to create a whole bunch of millionaires. That's what it's all about. You know, I mean, you can't just be in it and say, well, I'm just in it to win it. Y'all get that a lot, don't you? I'm about to get mine, you know. But see, that's what you do when you set up a program where you got someone paying $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. All you're doing is you're giving them what? Some stuff they could have found on Google, and you're not giving them any type of guarantees whatsoever.
Right.
You know, and if you look at every other freight broker training program, I mean, what do you have? That's what you got, right?
All right.
Even at the level of what you all are participating in right now, there's no other freight broker training program that gives what, tools and resources and access to load boards and all the stuff that you all get for what, $39.95? Ain't nobody else out there doing that.
No.
And not only that, if you look at every other freight broker training or the dispatch training or logistics training program, what do they give away before they take any of your money? A 1-minute video, a 2-minute video, a 30-second video.
Little DVD.
Post on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter. A little DVD. You got to pay a whole bunch of money for it, and then to get the rest of it, you got to pay a lot more money, right?
Yeah.
But what do we give away? You go to our YouTube channel, there's 145 videos there. Each of them more than 2 hours long. Some of them 3 hours long. We don't give you little snippets. We give you the whole kit and caboodle for free. If you don't want to pay for our platform, every training video we got is on YouTube. It's free. You know, you got to pay for that. But that's not what. But that's not what's most valuable about our platform. We're willing to give that away. So if we're willing to give that away versus what they're willing to give away, who has a better platform? Come on, use your common sense. And that's what I say to people out there that say, well, such and such says that y'all ain't really this and that, that's a con, and it's all scams. Well, okay, well, if we such a con, look at what we give away. I mean, tell me, how is it a con or a scam if you're giving away more stuff? You're giving away 10 times more than what they're charging you for. I mean, think about that now. Think about that. All right? So before you buy into all the stuff that you hear about us online and you hear about us from other competitors, take a look for yourself. Use your own common sense. I mean, that's what's made us so popular. All right? Because this right here is what it's all about. Okay? Getting to a point to where we can create something that's going to be beneficial to not just us, but to everyone who is involved. Everyone who's involved. So when you're setting up your firms, when you're setting up your brokerage firm, when you're setting up your dispatch firm, when you're setting up your logistics firm, you all might want to go back and watch our very first video. Go back and watch our very first video. If you go to YouTube, matter of fact, let's go to YouTube right now. I'm going to show you all our very, very video that we ever made. And I need you all to go and see that. You're going to go back and you're going to pull up our very first video. If you go to our YouTube channel, and you go back and you watch our very, very first video, okay, we got about a half hour left, so let's make the best of this real quick. You're going to go back and you're going to pull up our very first video. Go to the videos. You're going to go all the way down here. Let's go here and let's sort by date added, oldest. All right. You all see this video right here? Well, not that one. That's a promo video. These are promos right here. Right here where it says the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. No. It's the first one that's more than a couple hours long. It's going to be this one right here. Okay? Opportunity Conference Call. Okay? This was our very first video. This one and this one. Okay? These two videos pretty much break down how we want you all to be set up. So go back and watch this type of video, watch these videos and see how we're structured. And just watch how we are structured. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you all the links right now. I'm going to give you all the links. I'm going to give you all the links. I'm going to give you all the links. I'm going to share this with you all right now. All right. Copy. All right. That's one. That is our very first opportunity video. I think we had almost 800 people to attend that opportunity video. That's back when I was in that little storage container. This is because you look around, that's when I was in that little storage container. And I was, just building our firm and we were pitching our, what type of firm who's going to be and how who's going to be hiring and all that type of stuff. Okay? That's back when we was there. Okay? Then I have another video of when, let's see here, this one right here, or is it? The second one I want you all to watch is, where is it at? Make sure I find it. The second one I want you all to watch is this one. Okay? I want you all to watch this one. This is our very first training, the very first training video. This is the very first training. Actually, these have a lot of views in it. So people are really, really, we've had a lot of people set up their firms from these two instructional videos. They have a lot of views. I can see it's got over 40 likes. Only 2 people didn't like it. Those were 2 of our competitors. But can't make everybody happy, right? But these 2 I want y'all to go and watch, and there's one I want y'all to go and watch. We did one also where we had a guest trainer from a CNTMS, where we had a guest trainer, and this was after we had moved into our corporate building, after we we started using some of that $266,000 that we had that was invested into our firm. Where is that one at? They did one on the Ascend. It might have been this one. It might have been that one. Let's see here. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not the one on the Ascend. We did one that's on the Ascend training, and it was in our new corporate office. That's when we moved into where we are now. That's when we did on the Ascend training. Nope. That's at Cayman Plaza downtown. There's one we did right on the Ascend training. I have to find it, but there's one where we did the Ascend TMS training, and it was done in our new office, one that we had downtown, the one that we had out, which I have to find it. That was at the Sheraton. Tip of the week. Maybe this might be it. Is this it?
And this truck locator, you're on 1, 2, 3, and on
no, that's not it.
The truckster.
That's not it. I mean, it's gonna take some time for me to find it, y'all. It's gonna take me some time for me to find it, but I know it's on here. It's the CNTMS one. Maybe this might be it.
hey, you know, we got, I see you out every Thursday at 1:15.
I know it when I see it.
That channel saying that.
Right when I open it up. No, that's not it.
Come on, and then I seem to be having trouble doing it.
Oh, that was at the, I did that broadcast right there from the Flying J. I was out talking to truckers. Okay. We did a lot of locale stuff too, just to show you all how you can do this from anywhere, you know, on the face of the planet. We did a lot of locales. We did stuff at, you know, a whole bunch of different places. But anyway, I have to find it. But I know it's in here. I promise I better go into my back office and find it, because when you go there, it pulls up better. It gives me a synopsis of what each episode is about. YouTube, you really have to, you really got to know where it is when you go into YouTube, because YouTube doesn't give you any previews of it. You know what I mean? But our back office gives you a preview. So, but anyway, I'll find it and then send it out to all of you all. But go back and watch those 2 videos, the very first ones. Make sure you watch those, and that will give you give you an idea of how we would prefer you all to be set up. Because we want to offer individuals. We want to be able to offer, because look, we want you all to be able to offer individuals an opportunity to do something that pushes toward their strengths. Y'all know what I'm saying? Okay? All right. So real quickly here, let's do this real quick. Let me show you all this real quick, the curriculum. All right, this is your course schedule. This is basically what you would do when you come down. This is each week, what the course curriculum. On day 1, you have orientation from on day 1 from 9 a.m. you have the orientation. Okay, course description, become a part of an exciting trucking, freight, logistics, transportation industries as a licensed freight broker, and as into operations, to sales, to marketing. You'll learn the basics of how to run a domestic freight brokerage or agency in the United States. And this is the objectives here. Y'all can go to the website and y'all can pull this up and read all this yourself. Learn the process, you know, all blah, 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 blah. That's on day 1. You have your orientation. That's your orientation day. But we're going to be kind of just giving them, basically we're going to be having everybody there. We're going to be giving them, you know, what this industry is about, you know, what you all can expect, you know, what type of money you can make, you know, that kind of stuff, okay? The first day is only probably going to be about a couple of hours, no more than 3 hours, and then we're going to turn everybody loose to go and just have fun for that first day. Go out, enjoy the city, enjoy Miami, enjoy Orlando, enjoy Fort Lauderdale, enjoy Tallahassee. Go out, you know, go catch a football game, go to Disney World or whatever, you know, whatever you're going to do, take your family out to dinner, you know, that kind of stuff. That's day 1, okay? It's not going to be a whole, you know, bunch of, you know, class stuff, and this is just on day 1, okay? But day 2 is on. Now, day 1 is really that Sunday. That's Sunday. We'll get together that Sunday, you know, for about 2 or 3 hours, you know, just go over, you know, welcome, you know, this is what you get, you know, you got 2 Uber Lyft rides, you know, give them all the rules and, you know, code of conduct, you know, while you're here, you know, don't get in trouble with police, you're on your own. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, I'm not, no part of your tuition says for bail money, not for bond. It's not going to bond you out of jail. Okay, so don't come out here, you know, and come out here and just cut the food in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Okay, you'll be in Miami-Dade for a while. Okay, so that's what we're going to give them, the rules, the regulations, you know, have fun, go out and enjoy yourself. You know, it's the first night, because tomorrow we get down to business. All right, day 2, class 8 a.m. Lunch 12 p.m. Class returns 1 p.m. And then wraps up around 6 p.m. Long day, because there's a lot of stuff we got to go over. Going to give a freight broker the basic overview of the job. What is a freight broker? Requirements to become a freight broker. What is a freight broker agent? Requirements. And we're also going to have what is a dispatcher and what is a dispatcher agent. And that's also going to be included. Requirements to become a freight broker or an independent dispatch agent. What is a freight broker agent? What is a dispatch agent? Requirements of becoming a freight agent or dispatch agent. Why do shippers use freight brokers and agents? Industry overview of the transportation industry, brief history of surface transportation and freight brokering industry, the potential and trends, broker laws and requirements by the Federal Carrier Association, live brokers and brokerage service, same thing with dispatch firm, non-brokerage service, laws regarding record keeping and for brokers, laws regarding misrepresentation, broker advertising liability, rebating and compensation duties, double brokering, legalities, laws regarding accounting expenses, online content testing, open book. That's what they do at night when they get back to the hotel. They have to go and they have to do an online test. How to pass it at a 70, grade of 70. Those online tests they'll all be 25 questions, and they must pass it at 70%, and it'll be based on these training right here. Okay, on that day's training. Day 3, there's your outline right there. Marketing and sales. More on marketing, market niches, market trends, competition, networking, promotions, your marketing dollars, customer relations, customer profile, qualifying the prospect, determining needs, featuring benefits, marketing objections. Now, this is where where each of the 5 instructors will determine what classes they're going to be given. All right? We kind of want to have 2 instructors per day. Okay, kind of break this up. I don't want one instructor trying to do all of this. You understand what I'm saying? So while 2 of you all are working, what are the other 3 of y'all doing? Right? What the hell y'all want to do? I'm just saying, what are the other 3 of y'all doing? You're out enjoying you're enjoying Miami, you're enjoying Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, Tallahassee, or you're sleeping in your hotel room, or you might be at the bar getting drunk. I don't know. I'm just saying, you got that time to yourself, right? Right? So this is not all work. It's a way for you all to get together to, come together and make a ton of money and do a lot of good and do what? Secure the future of your firm. Right? Because as you're building your firm, you're bringing in good people you have trained. Your firm is going to be secure. Right? Because you've got agents all over Florida, all over Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, wherever it is, you got agents that you got them working, doing what they need to do to make themselves money and make you money. And keep what? Carriers moving. All right? But this is your curriculum, as you all can see here. Each day is laid out. Day 4, day 5, content and the final exam. Day 6 is the final exam, closed book, and career placement interviews and evaluations. And that's it. This is the plan. This has been the plan from day 1. This is the RBBS Logistics Learning Center's Freight Broker Career Placement Program. Okay, guaranteed career placement program. How'd y'all like that?
Yeah.
All right. Any comments, questions, concerns? Talk to me.
So, with that outline, we have our own curriculum, or do you already have curriculum set up already?
This curriculum?
Right.
Yeah, this is it right here. This is your outline.
That's just the outline, right? Okay, so as the instructor, do we come up with our own
As instructors, we will be providing y'all with the course materials that you're going to be training on. Okay. Now, part of your job as part of the team is to research this to try to come up with the best course material that's revolving around these subject titles as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, this does require some work. I mean, you're not going to just make $100,000 for 8 weeks of work and do nothing. I mean, you know, this is your profession. This is your business. This is how you're not only are you making good money individually, but you're securing the future of your company. Okay? Right. So we've got to be professionals here. I mean, like I said, we put this together and been working 2 years to bring this together. So what you all to do, once you come into this, right? Once you come into this, we're all going to get together once we have our first 5. We'll get together and we'll go through this and we'll make sure that we have the right type of material or the best material that or the latest, most up-to-date course material on each one of these subjects. You understand? And then we will actually go into, real time practice of going through the courses and presenting it to each other. That's why we're coming. That's the whole reason for us coming down that first week, to determine who's good at what, who's going to be doing what on each day, and we're going to be going. So you're going to be doing the marketing and sales. All right, teach you. Dump some knowledge on it. We're going to go through it. We're going to do the role playing. The rest of us are going to be students. The 2 of you are going to be instructors. Let's see what you got. And we want you to make it entertaining, play off each other, that type of stuff. That's why we want to keep our teams together. Because the more you do this, what's going to happen?
The more we'll get better. Exactly.
The better you're going to become at it. The better you're going to learn to know each other's strong points, weaknesses. You're going to play off each other better. You're going to have your timing down as far as the entertainment value and make it entertaining, and it's a collaborative thing. It's almost like you all are putting on a 2-man or a 2-person show. You got it?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes, indeed. All right. So this is huge, people. This is huge. This is huge.
Sure.
You all don't see anybody else putting stuff like this together. You don't see it. Everybody else is so comfortable with right where they are and what they're doing that they've forgotten how to grow, how to continually expand, how to bring new things up to the industry. They've forgotten that. A lot of them have been doing this and been stuck in the same spot for so long. They don't even know how to innovate anymore. They don't even know how to think like this anymore. Okay, that's not us. That's not where we're going to be, and that's not who we are. Okay, and look, look, I'm not one of those people. I don't fear, a whole lot. Okay, I've been in combat 3 times. I've, been to the point where I've almost lost my life. I've been in bad situations. I've survived combat. I survived being blown up almost. I've survived prison. I survived homelessness. So I've pretty much been to hell, looked the devil in the face and told him to kiss my you-know-what. So there ain't too much I'm afraid of. Okay, so look, people will come at us. Now I'm telling y'all what's going to happen. I'm telling you up front what's going to happen. When you decide to become a part of this, people are going to start gunning for you. I'm just letting you know that. Okay, I'm just letting you know that. And I can say that with a smile because, I'm just, letting you know, be prepared for it. People are going to start for you. They're going to say all things about you on social media. They're going to try to find ways to send people in to infiltrate your company. They're going to try to find ways to tear you down from the inside. And you'll know it when you see it because you'll talk to the point where you can just recognize it. You can just recognize it. It's like sometimes I have students. I've had students who have joined our platform, paid money, and joined our platform, and at every turn they try everything they can to undermine. I mean, little stuff like they'll go on YouTube. When they got your phone number, on a toll-free number, they got your number, right? They're friends with you on Facebook, so they can send you a Facebook messenger. They can text it to you, see you on Facebook, all kind of ways they can contact you. But they'll go on YouTube and then they'll make a negative comment, or they'll make us, kind of like a innuendo type comment, little stuff, Instead of just calling you up and say, hey, I'm having a problem with getting into the back office, something that's simple to be solved, but they'll go on YouTube and they'll put stuff like, I just joined up, signed up, paid money to join your program, the back office doesn't work, well, chances are it's human error. I mean, I got 3,000 other students that get into the back office just fine. You see what I'm saying? They've got no problem. So what makes your case so special that you have no problem? Human error. It's something you're doing that the other 3,000 students are doing correctly. Right?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know if y'all watched the guy. This is about the time when you look over your shoulder and say, Greg. my wife hates that guy. She hates that guy. And y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see the YouTube video? My wife hates that guy because sometimes I'll be doing something, and I'll be, be doing something and be on point with it. And I look at her and say, Greg? And y'all know the look that she gives me, right? Like, I got a great for you behind, all right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the look she. All right, I got a great for you. All right? Don't be watching that guy. But look, people will come for you. And they come at you all kind of ways. But it's all good. The thing you have to remember is this: don't lose your composure. Okay? Don't fall for it. Don't fall in the trap. Don't do that. Always try to respond, kindly and in kind, and don't get outside of yourself or let them draw you into playing their game. When they come for me, and I always say, hey, I can appreciate how you feel. I'm sorry you feel that way, or we strive to to satisfy everybody. If we have failed in our endeavor in satisfying you, please reach out to me. You have my phone number. You have my email address. You have my Facebook Messenger. There are several ways that I'm sure you can make contact with me personally, and we'll see if we can solve this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you see how that makes them look, and how it makes you look? Don't ever get caught in a situation where people are making you be less than what you are. Don't do that. Okay? Don't ever do that. Because that's what they want. They want you to be less than who you are. They want you to come down to their level. Because no one ever tries to come at you and make you come up to their height. They want you to come down to their low. You understand? So don't do that. Don't get off your high horse to get down in the mud with them. Don't do that. Now you can reach down and try to get somebody help in the hand, but don't jump off your horse and get down in the mud with them, because then all they're gonna do is just wrestle with you and keep you down there. You understand?
Okay. That's
why when the rescuers, they always send a little thing down with the rope on it and say, "Here, man, put this on." You ever notice that?
Mm.
I know what you gonna do is you gonna panic. Grab all by the all y'all drown. Right? So, be smart. Be smart. Extend them a rope, extend them a helping hand, but don't get down there and live with them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that because we just try to pull you in. So don't do that. All right. All right. But
I got another question.
Sure. Knock yourself off.
All right. So when you choose your 5 instructors, is there any way, like, say, if I wasn't chosen, I'm here in Georgia. If I wasn't chosen to be one of the instructors, but I wanted to participate or be involved in the event, is there a way that can happen? I mean, I'm from Miami, so I mean, it's nothing for you to go down there and help out in any event inside Florida. Do you have something set up for that?
Well, remember, we're going to be doing it in every state. Now, unfortunately, we can't have 50 instructors for the state of Florida. Okay. We just can't. We can't do that many instructors for the state of Florida because remember, this is going to be on supply, and there's a supply and demand factor. Now, hold on. Now, let's say I'm the 5 instructors, but we may have 5 instructors, and we may have 3 backup instructors. So people get sick, people come in, people something happens. I mean, that's what happens. So you may be listed as a backup instructor, okay? And the same 5 instructors may not be able to go. They may have a conflict in the schedule or something, which I can't see much of anything stopping me from making $25 grand in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? With the possibility of making another $5 grand on my bonus or up to another 10 grand on my bonus. We get 100. If we got 100 people attending, you're not making 25 grand. You're making 35 grand. Aha! Right? So I can't really see that. Okay. We will look into what's called backup instructors and things like that. And we'll have our people who come down and help us with the planning of it and setting up and all that type of stuff on top of the instructors. And of course, there'll be a compensation package that we set up for them as well. And then when you step into it, you have to step into an instructor role. That's 25 grand. Also, remember this. On the other side of it, let's say you're not one of the 5 instructors, but let's say you're out there and you're branding. You're bringing in people to take this course, right? Right?
Yeah.
Now remember our referral program. Y'all remember the thing we got when we say earn anywhere from $50 to $1,000 per referral?
I missed that one.
Y'all don't remember our referral program?
Oh, I missed that one, Cal.
Yeah, we have a standing referral program, but there's certain ways you have to send your referrals in. Hold on here. Let me show it to you. It's on YouTube and it's in the back office. Newest, okay, referral programs. This is the referral. Here it is, right here. Where's the one? The referral one. Right there. There it is, right there. This is right here. Earn up to $1,000 per referral from RBBS LLC.
Great and exciting news. The RBBS Logistics Learning
Y'all probably can't hear that, right? Y'all can't hear.
Yeah.
So to give y'all the link right now. Okay. There it is right there. There it is. Bam. I'm going to check that out. All right. That's our referral plan right there. little animated video starring my voice. Y'all kind of like it. Y'all probably like that. But that's how we refer things. Okay? Now, with this, if you refer someone in and they pay the tuition or whatever the case may be, $7,500, you're going to get $1,000. Okay? You're going to earn $1,000 for the person that you refer in. Now, let's look at this. I want y'all to know something else. If you all are marketing, let's say you're in Florida or you're in Texas or wherever you're at, and you're marketing and you're not one of the 5 instructors that we choose, okay? You're not one of the 5 instructors that we choose. But we look at your firm and you're set up the way we want you to be set up, you know, and everything. And you have your firm and you're participating in, whatever the case may be, and you're sharing, all the branding material, and you're basically helping to build that 100, get us up to that 100. If we have some instances where the demand is we got more than 100 people that want to that want to take this event, some of them are going to overflow to the other events, but we may decide to do more than just 4 per year. You see what I'm saying? We may decide to add 2 more or 4 more per year. If we do that, we're going to have 2 teams. We're not going to have everybody going to the same 8. You understand what I'm saying? And depending on how popular this gets and what the demand is will determine how many more teams that we add. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
All right. So remember, this first year is just what it is. It's the first year. Nothing like this happens like all at once. No, we're not going to have all 50 states doing this the very first year. I mean, we just can't do that. Okay, we really can't. We don't want to overextend ourselves to the point to where we, then we're bogged down. Okay. So let's take this step at a time. Let's, we've got everything in place. And everything is kind of set up to where it needs to be set up. Now we just got to market it there and get people on board with it and show people how this is different from any other. This is guaranteed replacement. In order to do that, we got to make sure we get the right firms in place, make sure you all are set up the right way to allow people to be able to work remotely, to allow them an opportunity, to allow them to be able to have an opportunity and be compensated towards their strength, so that they can go out and just concentrate on doing the things that they're good at. If it's sales, it's sales. If it's talking to shipping, it's talking to shipping. If it's bringing on, signing up carriers, it's signing up carriers. If it's being a broker, it's being a broker. If it's dispatching, it's dispatching. You understand what I'm saying? But we want to make it to where if they do the work and they are successful at the work, they are compensated great. And that's the key. That is the key, right? Because if you do that, then you're going to have people wanting to sign up left and right. A lot of people say $7,500. Yeah, it is, but people spend $5,000 to go to these Scott Woods or whatever it is, to program Shaggy or all this other stuff. They paid this one lady $1,500 to $1,700 to come down. She'll come down to you and she'll train for 1 day or 2 days, and she'll give you a piece of paper and say, show everybody I did it. Right?
Yeah,
exactly. And this is worth a lot more. It's more valuable than it. It's 10 times more valuable than anything else out there. Right?
Right.
So look, and we've already proven that we can deliver. Look at the platform we have now. No one gives you, access to the stuff that we give you access to. At the amount that we charge for it. Right? So, proof is in the pudding. All right? So, and look, I did say this is an opportunity, which means there is a little bit of a competition value into it. You all are going to be submitting your resumes. We're going to be evaluating you all and calling you all up, and you're going to walk us through what you're doing as far as your firm and how you're set up. And we want to make sure that and make sure you review those 2 videos and get a good idea of how we want you to be set up. So if you can grasp that concept of having sales agents, brokers, and account executives, and paying those residuals, set them up the way they're paying those residuals, then everything just falls into place. It just literally separates you from every other firm out there in the way you're doing business, and it makes your firm that much more desirable for people to come on and work with you, especially when you're offering the opportunity to work remotely. Come on.
Right.
Everybody, right?
Yeah, that's golden.
Right.
All right. Y'all know I'm on that right now. I'm on that, all right.
There you are.
What's up? All right, y'all. We hit that 1 o'clock mark, so by the time I'm going to shut this down, we got to be out here about 1:15. They can open it up for other people, but I have enjoyed you all. And like always, I appreciate every single week. All y'all to death. Appreciate y'all for everything that you all do. But that's one other thing before we go. I want you all to share this like it's going out of style. Our very own Mr. Khalid Ha has his commercial out for the Straight Dispatch. Have y'all seen it yet?
No.
I haven't seen the Straight Dispatch commercial yet. Man, this bad boy is nice.
Spot the highest paying loads in seconds. Using our extension.
Y'all hear that?
Set the minimum spend per mile. The code to highlight all routes using at least that amount or more. Cover your mouse over the load to see exact rate per mile. The extension is compatible with Contiguous load board.
This is his commercial.
For dispatch services, visit our website or email us at info@straightdispatch.
I need y'all to share that bad boy. I need y'all to get that and share it like it's going out of style. Let's set the industry on fire with this load board extension. We want to make him successful because he's one of our own. This is the type of stuff that we're doing, that we're bringing to the forefront. Mr. Khalid, myself, and another member of our network, a young lady. I'm not going to reveal too much right now, but we're working with a young lady who has a great idea and we worked with her with doing the consultations, and we've come up with something that's going to game changing thing that's going to be bringing to a different industry, but it was developed because of our network. Within this platform. And that's what we mean by we want you all to develop your skills as a logistics entrepreneur, not just someone who's looking for freight. Agreed?
Agreed.
So let's share this. Let's make this young man a millionaire. This year with this new software that he is allowing us to use at a greatly discounted rate. So let's reward him by sharing, and getting everybody hooked on this Straight Dispatch load board extension. It is, the new product I've seen in decades. So let's get everybody on. All right, I want to thank you all. I appreciate each and every last one of you all for joining us for another episode of the Six Figures Booking Freight from Home show. I want to welcome all of you all who are not members of our platform, so join our platform. If you want to take advantage of this type of program where you get access to tools, resources, networking, ongoing training, weekly and nightly training, we give you so much, because it's not even funny. But if you want to take advantage of that type of training program, whether you want to be a freight broker, or you want to be a dispatcher, or you want to be a freight forwarder, or if you're just an owner operator looking for some good high-dollar freight, you want to connect with a lot of dispatchers and brokers and stuff, so you have access to all those good paying loads, look us up. Go to mydispatcher.org, mydispatcher.org. That is singular, not plural. When you get on there, go to the very first page, scroll down, you'll see a video, as you see here. Underneath it, you see where it says click here to enroll. You're going to click that. It's going to take you over to our enrollment center. We have corporate enrollments. We have the individual enrollments. We have veteran enrollments. If you want to see all of our enrollment plans, you'll see the overlay there for the individual plan. You can click all of that, and then it will show you all of the options that we have. We have our veterans plan, individual enrollment plan, corporate enrollment 1.0, corporate enrollment 2.0, and we have the franchise opportunity. All of these are great opportunities. Look through them, click on them, pull them up, read it, see which plan is right for you. We would love to have you within our platform, and I know you all would love to get onto something that actually benefits you and not just takes from you. Thank you again. I appreciate each and every last one of you all. We will be back on Monday night. Don't forget, Monday orientation, 8 p.m., 8:45 p.m. Tuesday, spot training, 8 p.m., 8:45 p.m. Wednesday, Q&A, 8 p.m., 8:45 p.m. And, of course, next Saturday, we will be back here at the Booking Break from Home, live from our broadcast studio here in Tallahassee, Florida, at Avenue 29. Thanks again. Y'all have a good day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.